Well, Daily Blast Live has the inside scoop when it comes to trending hot topics, and today we're talking about Sarah Silverman's uncomfortable mammogram. She says that her radiologist used his bare hands to apply gel on her breasts during the mammogram, which really freaked her out. So here to chime in on the subject, we have Daily Blast Live's Al Jackson and Tori Schulman. Good morning to both of you. What are your thoughts on this one?
Good morning. First off, yeah, it wasn't just that it was creepy. It was that she addressed the issue in the moment and said, hey, guy, you're making me really uncomfortable. Can you not talk about this when my shirt is open? Which I think all your women viewers can understand is a very vulnerable place to be. Then he proceeded to not only do that, but he dragged his fingers sort of across her chest while doing the ultrasound. After she said something, she spoke up again, and he said, yes, I can do better. So at this point, when we say be an advocate, she was, and he still continued to do it. So I would report him and never go back to him again.
Right, and I mean, you think about somebody like Sarah Silverman. I mean, just like she's an alpha female. She will speak up for herself. She will advocate for herself. But I shudder to think how many patients were touched inappropriately at the hands of this doctor, because there is a power dynamic when you talk about your physician.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm not equating it, but it kind of reminded me of the stuff we heard with the Larry Nassar, like the removing of the gloves, things that just, even for people that are non-medical professionals, just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, and I agree. And I also happen to think, because she was a comedian, he's probably talking her up more to get into convo with her. Again, treat her like a patient and keep it professional.
Yeah, absolutely, you guys.
I was going to ask you, just because obviously I've never had an exam, is it kind of formal when you're in there? Do you kind of have small talk with
There's small talk, and there's usually a sense of like, let's get this done quickly, and you're kind of talking about other things, and then it's done very, very quickly, and it's sort of over. He was taking his time, and at some point you're like, yo, I'm here vulnerable, and I'm feeling used. So she did the right thing, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the thing that really kind of struck me about this this case too is the fact that it sounds like she went to him a year before, made her case then, and then comes back and then has it only happen yet one more time.
Yeah, now I was a little questioning about this. Apparently the year before something happened where she felt a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't like this. So she felt, I'm going to give it another shot. This time it went way over the edge. But again, I don't want to blame her, because she kind of was giving him the benefit of the doubt. And again, no gloves with gel all over your chest is going to feel weird to any woman.
Yeah.
Right, and Tori, I'm going to defer to you because I don't have these conversations. But do you have these conversations often with your female friends that they do have exams that they feel uncomfortable?
Oh, yes, right?
Wow,
I mean,
this is a regular thing?
Oh, yeah. How uncomfortable. What, you talk about the stirrups?
Yes. Exactly. You know, and I just want to make a point, too. I mean, I know we're talking about Sarah Silverman and her experience. She's a celebrity, so maybe he was uncomfortable and his bedside manner just wasn't up to par as he may usually treat somebody else. But I think that goes without saying that whoever you are, regardless of your situation, whether it's a female, doctor visit, or perhaps, Al, you're going in for a checkup. If anyone's in a situation where they feel uncomfortable with a medical professional, it is your body and your right to say something. It can be something as simple as not hand washing, or them seeming to just kind of run through their visit with you really fast. I mean, how many times have both of you gone to a doctor's appointment where you're expecting a certain amount of bedside manner and attention to address your issue, and you just feel like that you really weren't taken care of the way that you wanted to? You know, it's your right to say something.
And also, I've been with my mom, who at times has not been all there, and they're talking to her very quickly and dismissive and fast. And I said, she's not hearing you. Thank God she had an advocate, but a lot of people go alone to doctors. So I always say, bring your phone, hit record. You can listen back to what the doctor said, take notes, don't be embarrassed. Again, you are your own advocate. You said it best.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, and I think the best physicians, too, tend to remind their patients before they go into the appointments, hey, if there's anything you need, or if you're feeling I didn't address something, let me know. Or please make sure that you bring a list with you. So let's go ahead and mark through whatever it is that your concerns are. Always appreciate that type of bedside manner.
That's right. And Melissa, I mean, you think about how it's weird that we're less advocates for our own body.
Yes.
But if, like, let's say you were out at a diner and you saw that your cook wasn't wearing gloves or a hair hat or something like that, I think you'd be more prone to speak up than if somebody's doing something to your physical body that you didn't care for. So I think you hit it right on the head, Melissa. When we're paying for things, anything, we expect a certain level of professionalism, and no different if you're sitting on a flight and your pilot cracks an inappropriate joke before you take off. You're like, hey, buddy, this is not okay. When you're paying for things, we're not friends.
Right.
Yes.
We're in a professional situation, and I'll conduct myself as such, and I expect the same out of you.
I agree with that.
Well, Al, Tori, Al, you guys, thank you so much. Always wonderful to talk
Melissa,
with you.
it's always a pleasure.
Thanks.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.